It was a peace so deep, so deep. It was like the dark. The deep is a peaceful thing, calming, embracing. Over the ages it had been unjustly beaten back, held in check by the dancing licks of the flames. Flame, dear flame. The cathedral, once home of the clerics of the upstanding sort, brought faith, comfort, order unto the masses, respected by many because of their teachings of healing and giving guidance to those souls, those lost souls. But what is really good? What does good mean? What is respect without power? And their power would grow. The church, directly guided by Gwyndolin, the last of the first line to remain and govern over Anor Londo, a plot to overthrow the last lord of Anor Londo. Sullivan, once just a boy sorcerer who saw the everlasting flame of the profane capital, who knew it would ascend him into power, appointing himself pontiff, equivalent of the Pope of the Boreal Valley. But in order to have the Boreal Valley to himself, he would need help. Gwyndolin was the son of the first Lord Gwyn, and it would not be an easy endeavor to overthrow him. High St. Aldrich, a despicable, grotesque thing, devourer of men, a profane practice in any society. But the souls would give him unspeakable power. And out of greed for the flesh he grew, more grotesque, but more powerful. See, Aldrich was once a very smart cleric, bringing a level of understanding of the deep to the church. And over time the bishops became divided. Those who opposed the teachings of the deep, using fire to purify those engrossed by the deep's great dark grasp, and those who sought to embrace the unknowable dark. Those who opposed the deep's practices went in vain, eventually succumbing to that which they had so adamantly fought off. There were 3 archdeacons, the highest standing in the church. MacDonald, who would cast aside his fate, pledging allegiance only to Aldrich in the plot to overthrow Gwyndolin. MacDonald implored those who followed the teachings of the deep to stop all champions on the journey to return Aldrich to his throne, going so far to, as implore, sell swords from an older kingdom, Drang Lake, and the giants that the Drang Lake knights had enslaved. Klimt was one of the 2 archdeacons. He stayed at the Cathedral of the Deep, worshipping Rosaria, daughter of Guinevere. And Royce, the last of the 3, would await at Aldrich's tomb, hoping he would one day return and fulfill his duty to the church. But his wait would go unrewarded. Aldrich, after amassing great power from those who he had consumed, linked the flame But had he betrayed his own teachings? Had he betrayed himself? For the essence of the deep is dark. But at this point, Aldrich's thoughts were convoluted, only focused on the next meal, the next means of power. So Sullivan, a member of the Dark Moon Blade, betrayed his true master and told Aldrich of the power of Gwyndolin. Sullivan would set up a meeting. Gwyndolin, unwary, thought he would be introduced to a champion who had linked the flame, just like his father did so long ago. Lured into the Cathedral of Anor Londo, the doors closing behind him, never to open again. Aldrich, whose liquidy, disgusting form slowly crawled up Gwyndolin, trying to devour him. But Gwyndolin was a true lord, and he would not be devoured so easily. And when the doors would finally open again, Gwyndolin would attack the unwary champion, whom is really only there to bring Aldrich back to his throne. But it's too late. The deep has consumed him, his very essence fusing with Aldrich and Gwyndolin, making them one. Alas, the city was Sullivan's. The army and the witches of the Dark Moon Blade, who once served under Gwyndolin, now corrupted by Sullivan's profane flame. None else stood against him. Heroes of this once great city lost to the ages. Memories of a great half-breed linger as one of the misfits cry at her grave. The last true Dark Moon Blade lay enshrined. The famed capital falls deeper still. No one left of lords. Sorrow will fill the lands. Of this I am sure. A deep sorrow. It's familiar. What is the deep? For it is the true devourer of gods. Its familiarity, like a cold kiss from the wind on our cheeks. The deep is coming. It grows long, darker. The noise settles. It rolls in softly like ocean waves licking the beachfront. It's peaceful. A peace so deep, so deep. It was like the dark. Hey, what's up YouTube fam? I just want to thank you guys. 400 plus views already on the other video. I could not have imagined that it would have gone anything like this. Just want to take this time to say thank you guys. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me what you'd like to see in the future. And I really like to hear the theories that you guys have about Dark Souls 3 storylines. But until next time, Umbasa.